Chloe just set me up immaculately there. Welcome! This is the Crash Racing Trifecta. I will be doing Crash Team Racing, Crash Tag Team Racing, and Crash Nitro Kart. I'll save this for the hosts of the run, but because these games are played on 2 different consoles, we will be doing Crash Team Racing, Crash Tag Team Racing, and then there'll be a small intermission while we set up the console that we will be doing Crash Nitro Kart on. So we'll pause the timer and do that, but without further ado, I do believe we are ready to go. We will get into this 3 Crash Racing games back to back to back in 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, so this is the game that most people will be familiar with here, Crash Team Racing for the Sony PlayStation 1. I will be playing this game on a fat PS2 rather than a slim PS2 because it has less lag, and PS2 is useful over PS1 because of fast disk speed, which speeds up the loading times of all PS1 games. This is the first track, Crash Cove. If you like drifting sideways in a go-kart, this is the game for you. Draw your attention here to the meter in the bottom right. Every time I do a drift, that meter will fill up. You initiate a drift with R1, and then boost with L1, and you get to do this 3 times per drift. So 1, 2, 3, and that is the crux of the speedrun. I actually got a boost time, which is hilarious. The other thing that is very, very important to note, there are 2 main techs to note in this speedrun. The second track is perfect for showing off the second one, but this track is perfect for showing off reserves. Reserves is the amount of time that you get to keep the speed you currently have. So when I go off this turbo pad here, I get a lot of speed, and as long as I don't hit a wall and keep my reserves high by continuously boosting, I will enable myself to keep the speed for the length of the level here. That is the idea. Nice little shortcut here, jump up top, but besides that, Crash Cove is a very, very chill level, which is perfect really for explaining the initial tech of the speedrun, which is reserve management. The second track will show off speed ghosting, and we'll get into that in just a sec, but first track done. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Alright, Uka's going to give us a hint, because we need it, because I've never played this game before, and I've made up everything that I just said. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's take a listen. Ah, shut up. I'm sure it'll be fine. Anyways, so, Rouge Tubes, next level. This level, again, as I alluded to earlier, has a tech called speed ghosting. I don't know why it's called speed ghosting. I think the people that made the names for the tech were... they were on something when they came up with it, but speed ghosting is basically going down a downhill or an uphill, basically any unflat surface, and being able to get momentum off of it. A perfect example is off this big downhill here. Going to be able to keep the momentum of the downhill all the way up this stretch, go off the turbo pad, and do the shortcut like this while keeping that momentum there. That was a pretty good example. We can get a better one than that, but that's a pretty nice start to kick things off. That's a nice one as well, because it can also happen on uphills. And this level is actually a perfect example to show off the continuous tug of war between reserve management and getting a good SG. Because obviously, as you can see, my reserves just ran out. You can kind of tell by the lack of orange coming out my exhaust. Now it's just black exhaust when I boost. Whereas when I go off this turbo pad right here and I have reserves, you'll see it's orange. But sometimes it is worth sacrificing your reserves and your turbo pad speed to get a really, really good speed ghost. That one's not that good, so I'm going to cut it short and keep my reserves high. And that's basically in terms of the fundamentals of this game, that is the yin and yang, speed ghosting and reserve management. Again, Uka's going to spawn in and give us a hint. He gives us 8 of these hints throughout the run. And it's basically just explaining small little details. To get a TNT crate off your head, you mash R1 is basically all he's going to tell us. So it's little just tidbits of information here and there for casual play. But Mystery Caves is another speed ghosting level where we're going to utilize the downhill at the start, or near the start, I should say, not at the start, but near the start. There is an off-road shortcut immediately right here. Lovely. Sadly, just tapped the wall, so you kind of saw my speed died, but there is a turbo pad coming up here, so we can get it back. This track is actually the first track that really is going to show the power of Wumpa Fruit. You get them from these boxes here. You just saw I got 5 of them. You can get 5, 6, 7, or 8 Wumpa from each box. And ideally you want 10, obviously, especially in a long track like this. I'm going to use the bomb to snipe the Wumpa so I can take a tighter line. But the grand idea of having Wumpa is that basically every one Wumpa you have increases your base speed by 0.2%, except weirdly the 10th one, which only gives you slightly upgraded items, but doesn't actually increase your speed. So having 9 and 10 Wumpa for the purposes of the speedrun in most tracks is going to do the same thing. However, if you hit 2 Wumpa crates, the least you can get is 10, 2 times 5, so most of the time you'll get 10 anyway. That's actually a really, really nice lap too for the most part. We'll take that. You kind of want to get like low-ish 37 laps. Sometimes you can get the occasional high 36. Like so. It's actually a really, really nice lap there. Let's see if we can follow that up with another one here. Another off-road shortcut. The more off-road I clear with that initial jump, the better. Obviously, off-road is going to slow me down ever so slightly. But you'll see in future levels, you can actually get speed ghosts through the off-road and kind of alleviate any kind of slowdown. Like getting momentum just before the off-road. Kind of taking it out of the equation. This is a pretty nice lap 3 as well. Tiny, I'm so sorry. I missed. I really wanted to kill him for no reason at all. Don't worry about it. He deserves it for all the times he's trolled me in runs. 153 is good. I'll take that any day of the week. Next track is Sewer Speedway. Sewer Speedway being, in my opinion, the hardest track of this first hub world. I should explain, there are 4 hub worlds in this game. Each has 4 trophies, and 1 boss key to unlock that big door you see to my right, to go to the next hub world where you will once again do 4 trophies in a boss fight. And then there is a final boss. So there's 21 races in this run. We're on race number 4. And like I said, this one is quite challenging, simply because the speed ghosts you get in this level are quite non-standard. Because this level's gimmick is basically that it's a half pipe. And I said earlier, you can get SGs from any unflat surface. There's a lot of unflat surfaces here, so you can get a lot of momentum, and no clearer example of that than right at the end here. Gonna get momentum from this wall, chain it, and then get momentum from this wall. That's a really, really nice lap. That's a great example of the power of SGing. I have a boost item as well. This is going to be really, really good. The boost item does give you reserves, especially when you have 10 Wumpa. Gives you extra reserves and turbo pad speed, so that's like an unreal lap 1, 34.20. See if we can keep this going, do this intended shortcut rather, but you may look at the minimap and see that that shortcut actually keeps going, but it is definitely way slower to keep on the shortcut path, because as you can see by the minimap, it kind of takes you wide and then drops you off at a later point, whereas it is much, much quicker to just get off the shortcut and just skip that first turn. One more lap here. Looking to not get trolled by the AI. The AI can be a nuisance in this run, as I'm sure you'll see at some point. When you lap the AI in this game, only second place can shoot items at you, because that's unfortunate. Let's see if I can keep momentum. Yeah, nice SG, actually. I literally did not lose time to that barrel. That's insane, because that SG was so strong. And then hopefully get this SG. Yeah, that's nice. 141, we'll take that any day. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, first boss of the run. Boss fight gimmicks in this game, casually to deal with them, are pretty challenging, especially if you get stuck behind the boss. Fortunately, we're speedrunning, so we should be ahead of the boss, but this can create its own problems, as you'll see. The reason I say this is because with Ripperoo being the first boss of the game, his gimmick, if you ever played Crash 2, was TNTs. And, well, he's going to shoot a lot of them, as you can see. But he's only going to place them behind him. So as long as we're in front of him here, we should be very, very good. We have these TNTs to deal with on lap 3, because we're actually going to get close to lapping him. And we're going to catch up to him, so it's going to be as if we're behind him. But because this is a PS1 game, and PS1 games can only load so much stuff on the track, if we just place our items and spam our items, we will be absolutely fine, because the game can't load too many. I hear the donations going absolutely crazy. Don't worry, Chloe. After this level, there's a boss cutscene, and you'll be free.
That's what I was hoping for.
One last SG here off this off-road. Nice 24:01 lap. Yeah, so you can sometimes... Aha! Perfect example. You can sometimes get a item here that can be used to snipe the Wumper Crate in Ruse Tubes. Because the Wumper Crates in this level are kind of out your way. So this one here... Nice. You can get an item and snipe the Wumper Crate like that. I'm up to 7 Wumper now. You can see the TNTs exploding just before I get to them. And that's Hub 1.
Okay, we have a $100 donation from Esoteric Engineer, which just says, Big Breakfast.
Oh, that's coming up, don't you?
That is coming up. Big Breakfast. We do love that. That went towards the Pet the Dog reward. It went towards Team Engine for C&K and was contributed to the Pray Save the Crew target. And we have $50 from Frostbite 1981 with no message, but that went to Save the Animals in Super Metroid and was contributed to Saving the Crew in Prey.
Hell yeah. Onwards and upwards. Tiger Temple is the next level. This is the longest bit of hub world movement you will see in the run. Basically, that hub world I just went through there is where the final boss is, but nothing is unlocked there right now, so we are going past that and going straight to the second hub world. Tiger Temple is the first track that really heavily relies on item RNG. There is a 40% chance to get a TNT or a Nitro. More on that later. There is a 30% chance to get a potion. A 15% chance in first to get, I believe, a bomb. 10% chance to get a boost and 5% to get a shield. This is important because only 3 of those 5 items you can shoot forward. And I need a potion, a bomb, or a shield to shoot down this wall and cut this corner. You can kind of see it on the mini-map for shortcut. 2 out of 2 already is really, really good. It is basically 50-50 odds on what you get, but on lap 1, you only get 1 item box, not 2. Whereas on lap 2 and 3, you go through 2 item sets before getting to the shortcut. Because there's one after the shortcut on lap 1 and lap 2. So, this is a good start though. This is another level that can go seriously, seriously wrong with AI RNG. Because I was going to make the point earlier. But basically, if you're in 4th in this game, only 5th and 3rd are able to shoot items at you. Everything else will not lock onto you. And so if you're in 1st, only 2nd place can actually lock onto you with missiles and stuff. So I'm not really worried about this AI. If they place a TNT behind them and it inadvertently hits me, that's just unbelievably unlucky. But 2nd place doing that is not so rare. We'll see if it happens, especially in this narrow hallway. Okay, Coco did have a bomb, but they used it. So I'm not as worried, unless they had 3 bombs, but we are good. That's a 3 out of 3 Tiger Temple. That's really nice. Surely world record. Surely.
Surely, right?
Surely. All right. So Coco Park is a level that really does not have much going on, but it is truly the calm before the storm. Because the level after this has a shortcut that was time trial only for a long time, and then I implemented it into speedruns in 2021, not because like I'm really good at the game, but because I'm the only person dumb enough to think that that's a good idea, and I've ruined everything for everyone, so apologies. Nice little SG shortcut, like propulsion off of the uphill there and skip over the hill. That's nice. Didn't quite get an SG through that grass, so that grass was a little bit slow, but that's more than okay. Got an SG on that downhill. 27.46 is a more than okay lap 1. You can get 26s there, but it is very, very difficult. So, the shortcut that I'm talking about on the next level is going to require me to stay in last place and get a mask, which is a 25% chance. It's basically this game's iteration of a star in Mario Kart, if you're familiar with Mario Kart. And then from there, we need to jump on a wall and jump to a very, very particular place that will give us a lap count. There is only basically a very small portion of the track that will give us a lap count if we haven't already gone around the track. And our plan is to basically do 2 lap skips back to back. If we get 1, that's really good. If we get 2, then I'm on world record pace, and that's insane. This is the main reset point in the run. So we'll see how it goes. That's a pretty good Coco Park, but that level is very chill. Let's see what we got, man. Let's see what we got. So, Papu's Pyramid, we will be seeing this track again. However, we will only be going for the shortcut in this iteration because, sadly, when you race Papu Papu, you can't get masks in boss races. So you can't go for the shortcut here unless you're going for the ridiculous time trial method that is in no way speedrun safe. This is barely marathon safe, but we will go for it because you just gotta. All right, here we go. We're going to stay in 8th. We're going to try and get a mask from this first set of boxes here. 3 missiles, unlucky. 25% chance. Okay, we're now out of odds because we should get it in 4. Oh, brother. Okay. I accidentally used it, so I'm going to try for another one. Triple. Nah, those bounces are pretty bad. Unfortunate. Okay. I'm going to go for it on lap 2 and 3. I can't believe I accidentally used it and then got another one. So I could have gone for triple. That's really funny. Okay. So we have a mask in tow. I am kind of worried about where the AI are going to be here, because the AI might well be in my way. This is how you normally do the track. You land there, load the rest of the track, and then land just by the shortcut. The AI might get in the way. Let's see if they do. Nice bomb. Nah, it's not going to work. Okay, unfortunate. The crash really, really, really lagged the game there by being right next to me. We'll go for it again, though. Hopefully we get another mask. Okay, that's really good. Okay, let's go for it. Nice. Oof. Okay, at least I got it once. That's cool. That's cool. I'll take that. Basically, I need to pass the line that goes down the middle of the track. And land in a very, very particular zone with that. And then I can make it. That's unfortunate, but you know what? I'll take hitting it once. That is quite alright. My, like, soft aim... Nice one, Coco. My soft aim for all CTR marathon runs is hopefully we hit each shortcut at least once. That's one. Now, next track, Dingo Canyon. This track is very, very, again, kind of calm before the storm territory, because Hub 3 in this run is absolutely ridiculous. And then Hub 4, that used to be the hardest hub before Hub 3 got ridiculous, has not gotten any easier. So the mid and end game of this run is ridiculous. So Dingo Canyon, last real, like, chill track before everything goes nuts. So, Chloe, if you would like to take it away, please do so.
I shall indeed. We have $5 from Komodo Colach, which says, tonight, say goodbye to your loved ones as Samuel blatantly cheats to get through a video game made for children.
Correct.
Faster than he's meant to. Suey!
Sorry!
Suey! And that did go to Engine in the CNK poll choice. And we have $20 from Cholia, which says, Hypno having 4 runs this ESA is no accident. He's made an amazing community, and safe to say we are all very proud of him. Anyway, quick bash 200 after.
We are good. We are good, bro. Good old crash bash.
Everyone's favorite speed game.
Nope. Anyways, The only real thing to point out in Dingo Canyon is this sand short guy here. You want to try and get an SG off a small downhill, get propelled through the sand a little bit quicker than you otherwise would, say about half a second over just doing it without an SG. This lake, you can land on the side here. Oh, it's a great example. And then get propelled, get a nice SG on this uphill. Wow, I was explaining it and then it happened. That's terrific. It's a really, really, really good lap 3. That might even be a 26, which is fire. Let's see. That is a 26. Damn. Alright, second boss of the run, Papu Papu. We are going to be doing the regular shortcut here, which I did on lap 1 and lap 3 of the Tizzy attempt Papus. Again, you sadly can't get masks in boss races, so it's kind of a blessing, because, you know, doing this, like, doing double Tizzy in runs would be absolutely insane, so just one is enough, frankly. But, yeah, Papu is the casual killer, because these corners are awful for a casual player, especially with Dingo. I should explain, Dingo and Tiny are the optimal characters in this game because of their really, really high speed stat. Their low turning, though, is an issue on tracks like this. However, we have developed strats that kind of allow Dingo and Tiny to try their best to obsolete their turning deficiencies, so it's good. Gonna place a Nitro right here just to slow up Papu. He's guaranteed to hit that pretty much as long as I place it right. Do a U-turn there to land on the turbo pad. That's an example of disregarding Dingodale's turn stat. If you hit down any direction and square, you lose all of your reserves, but you do a really, really sharp turn regardless of turn stat. That's fine. It's a perfectly reasonable recovery. Only lost like a second and a half. We're chilling. Thought I could take that inside line. So right here, U-turn. I lose all my reserves, but then I immediately get them back by drifting off the turbo pad. So it's literally worth a U-turn there every single time. Basically not punished for losing my reserves in any way. Get on this rail, drop to the finish line, and that's up 2. Alright, this is where the run really, really picks up. Outside of Tiziano, that early game is relatively calm. 99% of runs I do, you know, if they die in the first 16 minutes, it will be to Tizzy. I'm not going to ever reset over, like, Sewer Speedway, for instance, even though it can go wrong. But Tiziano's the main run killer, but there is a second run killer coming up, and it is in this hub world here. Not to mention that there are 3 ridiculously hard tracks in this hub world as well. I think the whilst Tiziano is the hardest track to get through in the run, I think the second and third hardest are back-to-back in this hub world. So, and that's not to say that other tracks aren't ridiculously hard as well. So Blizzard Bluff is the first one. There are 9 shortcuts in this 1-minute level. They crammed this thing with shortcuts. There's one right there. That's by far the easiest one. Just a nice little off-road shortcut. The boulder cycle right here is consistent. However, depending on how much you're lagging on the console, which can be affected by how many AI get a start boost and are on screen for a longer period of time, the boulder cycle can rapidly change due to lag. So you want to keep an eye out for how the AI started the race. 24.95, I would like to think the boulder is on the left here. And then it's going to go across. Yep. Okay, so it's out of my way. Can get SGs off of these 3 humps right here. The second shortcut I was talking about is this lake shortcut. And the third shortcut, and the one that can go wrong, is this rail. Nailed it so far. Good first 2 laps. The boulder will now be on the right side. However, it's going to be a bit of a crapshoot depending on this lag here. Okay, it's going to go in front of me. That's more than okay. Really, really nice speed ghost there. That's fine. That missile does lag the game a little bit, making this all the more scary, but we are good. That's a really, really good bluff. I'm very, very happy with that. 109. Hub 3 also introduces a brand new tech for the hub world. We can potentially skip this dialogue by mashing start or timing a start input as Uka says, congratulations, you win a trophy. We can skip the latter part of that text by performing a 1-frame trick where you hit start at the right time and then unpausing immediately, and it skips the dialogue. Saves about 2 seconds each time you do it. Sadly, not able to get it there, but again, my aim is to hit, you know, 1 trick of everything that I'm going for. That would be nice for a CTR run. So hopefully the track in 2 tracks time cooperates, and the track in 1 track time, actually. Hub 3 is ridiculous. Alright, Dragon Mines. This is the boss race of the 3rd hub. So you will be seeing this track again. This track really, really shows off the power of U-turning. Because that minecart shortcut right there, we're going to sacrifice reserves, but it is absolutely worth it. Because the intended path, as you can see by the mini-map on that section in the bottom right, is going to be rough for Dingo's turning anyway. Okay, made the minecart cycle here. We call that God Cycle. That's really good. A 25-lap one is ridiculous, so no surprise we made that there. 19 seconds touching the turbo pad is also what you want. 24:13, that's really, really good. This is an excellent start to Hub 3 so far, outside of not getting the pause in the Hub world. See if we can do one more. Good minecart shortcut here. Again, going to U-turn. Hop 4 times to avoid as much off-road as physically possible. Try and avoid the AI. Make the minecart cycle. Get an SG on this uphill. That is a ridiculous Dragon Mines. That's a joke. Surely a pause. Ah. Alright, blaming the ESA monitor in 3.
How dare you?
Alright, Polar Pass, next up. This is, in my opinion, the 3rd hardest level in the run. There's 4 really to take note of. Papu's Pyramid, which we've been through. Tiny Arena, Polar Pass, and Hot Air Skyway. This is 3 of 4. There is a shortcut in this track called Boomerang. There is a lake section kind of in the middle of the track-ish. You can see it in the mini-map. The turn we're coming up to now. We can skip across the lake with a well-timed jump and U-turn and save like 8 seconds. Like that. The beauty of racing game speedruns is that, you know, in a normal speedrun... Oh, hello. Okay, that's fine. Barely missed the turbo pad, but that's okay. In a normal speedrun, most tricks you only perform once, but because there's 3 laps in this game, you know, you have to perform pretty much every trick multiple times. So we are not out of the woods yet, but that is an absolutely great start. Sadly didn't touch a turbo pad, so I had to go wide there. You can cut that little ramp at the end a little bit tighter, but I went wide just to get the turbo pad speed back. Let's go for it again. Here we go. Nice. One more of those, and this is class outside of Tizzy. Like, and even then, I still hit single Tizzy, so this run's been really, really nice so far. See if we can keep it going with one more. I am going to keep an eye out here on the minimap. A lot of time trialers will hit triangle here and view the speedometer in the bottom right. Because they like seeing when they have an SG, which is when the speed is all the way at the top. But I'm going to do this and just keep an eye out on the mini-map here, because when you land from a 3 out of 3 boomerang, you can sometimes get itemed by 2nd place. Hitting that wall sucks. I hear it! Oh! Thank you, AI, for giving me an incredible, like... example of shooting an item right as I land from boomerang. I heard that bomb, tried to block it with a nitro, but they missed anyway. We are good. That's a really, really good polar pass for a marathon outside of missing the turbo pad lap 1. Very nice. Alright, if Tiziano was the first run killer of the run, this is the 2nd. Hey! Alright, we continue to hit every trick at least once. Very nice. This will be the one to miss, because I only get to do this twice, and this is by far the biggest net swing in the speedrun. Pretty much no matter how good your run is up to Tiny Arena, if you fail one Tiny Arena, world record is completely and utterly dead. It saves 45 seconds per time you do it. You get to attempt it twice. I would love at least one, That would be really, really cool for a marathon run. We'll see. It's very, very not easy at all. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a TNT item, which I actually got first try, which is a 40% chance. And then I'm going to place it against a wall. Upgrade it to a Nitro, that's very important, with my 10 Wumper. Place it against a wall. And then use the Nitro's explosion to throw me over the wall to the other side, get the lap count on the other side as to not respawn me and restart all the checkpoints. That's why I have to go round on lap 1 here. Get the lap count after I go over the wall, after I land, and then do it again on the lap following that. But getting this once would be amazing, getting this twice would be incredible. Let's see what we can do. It's not a bad Nitro, that can work if I take a good line here. Come on! One more of those and I'm loving life. Let's see. So again, go backwards a little bit, get 10 Wumper, get another Nitro hopefully. Oh wow. Back-to-back 40% chances, love that, no drama there. Alright, let's see what we can do. One more would be absolutely insane. Nice Invisibonk. It's another good Nitro again, I like this. Go on then! Have it! Oh. Come on, England! Dude, that's insane. That's actually wild. Okay, so single Tizzy, 3 out of 3 Boomerang, 2 out of 2 TA, sub 2 Tiny Arena, 159. Okay, yeah, if this run hit double Tizzy, I would be on world record pace. Just straight up. Shame that we didn't, but this run's ridiculous. Yeah, this is really, really good. Good thing too, because, you know, if we have an intermission at some point after Crash Tag Team Racing, which is the game we'll be doing after this, you know, I'm just buying the scheduler's time. This is magnificent.
John scheduling, thanks. Yeah.
Whilst we make our way to Hub 4, by the way, Chloe, if you do have any donations, sorry, during this race, rather, if you have any donations to read, go for it.
Thank you very much. We have $20 from Lumi Laura with the message, love you ESA, miss you, hope this event is going well, and we'll see you all in summer. Laura, we miss you too very, very much.
We do indeed.
We will hopefully see you in summer. And we have $5 from Jolia with the message, Chloe, there's another donation to read. And that going towards Engine for the CNK poll that we have going on, which Team Engine is absolutely destroying Team Bandicoot right now.
What's the stats on that right now?
It is currently, I'll refresh it just in case. Okay, yeah, it's like 490 to Team Engine, and we cannot even see how much Team Bandicoot has.
I mean, I guess y'all hate Coco. I mean, I guess that's...
Yeah, and nah, if you want to see Coco, then go for Team Bandicoot.
I mean, look, dude. Like, I mean... Anyways. Just making as many crazy faces as possible for people to make emotes out of it.
I mean, isn't that just the life of a Twitch streamer?
Clearly the play.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, hello. Nice minecart. Nice minecart. Okay, we're fine. Again, gonna just place nitros behind me to get Komodo Joe's nitros to explode quicker. This is once again, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Ridiculous Hub 3. Like, world record level Hub 3, and that's the hardest hub in the game. Like, that's... I'm not so slow after all. So Komodo's going to yap for a bit, and then we got Hub 4. Hub 4 introduces the final tech of the Crash Team Racing speedrun. That being USF, or Ultimate Sacred Fire. Again, I don't know who named this. Could have just said, you know, you go fast. But, you know, Ultimate Sacred Fire is the name they chose. And what it entails is there's only 5 tracks in the game that have Ultimate Sacred Fire turbo pads. They are all in Hub 4, and there is one that is only seen in the 101% category of this run, or of this game rather, called Turbo Track. But Engine Labs here is the first one to have it. You will only be seeing 2 out of the 4 USF pads, because the other 2 tracks have skips in them that skip said USF pad. But basically what it entails is I'm going to get a bunch of reserves here by doing a bunch of boosts, bunch of mini turbos, bunch of landing boosts, all that good stuff. And then off of this ramp here, I'm not going to hit jump. And as you can see, I'm going really, really fast towards this section. This will become way more apparent the second time I hit this turbo pad this lap, and also during Cortex Castle, which is the next race. But basically, Engine Labs and Cortex Castle are routed around this USF pad. So here, doing a bunch of boosts, a bunch of drifts, a bunch of landing boosts from these jumps here. And then I'm going to jump off of it again. And as you can see, I even have enough speed to clear this jump. But I'm on purposely not boosting, as you can see. The moment that you touch a USF pad, you get to go really fast, but the trade-off is that you don't get to keep boosting. The moment that you boost, you lose that USF speed. So you sadly can't keep the USF infinitely for that reason, because it is reserve-based. If you could drift out of USF and like boost out of it and stuff like that, then that would be Blue Fire, which is a tech in Crash Team Racing Nitro fueled. Very, very intended tech, the remake of this game. But in the original here, you cannot do such a thing. Final lap now. I'm going to U-turn here because the USF was ending anyway, and the turbo pad was absolutely unavoidable, so the USF was going to end anyway.
You're too slow.
Oh my goodness. Chloe, would you mind?
I will indeed. We have just had a $100 donation.
Holy. Let's go.
From Wardrums with the message, watching the run from the hotel room since I have also been hit by the ESA disease. I think I need some Coco power to get well again. And that went obviously to Team Bandicoot.
Oh,
CNK.
the comeback.
And I also pet the dog in Hades, guys. That is the most important
Let's
thing.
go. Pet that dog.
Of course. But yeah, everyone's been getting sick this time around. But thank you, Wardrums.
Gotta pet that dog, man.
They gotta pet the dog.
Gotta pet the dog. Surely a pause.
Surely.
Aha! Nice. 2 for 4 on pauses. Not bad, not bad. Alright, as I say, Cortex Castle. Probably, I would say, the most fundamentally difficult track in the game that doesn't have a skip. There is technically some, like, Taz skips where you jump off an AI through a wall. Worth mentioning, but I won't be doing that. Without being able to see where the AI is as well, which is fun. Shoutouts to Nix, a Tazer for this game. That would have been an insane bomb snipe on the Wumper crate there. But as you can see, especially by the minimap, there are a lot of 90-degree turns on this track. And Dingo's turning stat doesn't necessarily agree with that. If you've been a fan of the Crash Team Racing speedrun for a long time, oh, that's a problem. Let's see if we can recover this. I'm going to do 2 boosts here, get my reserves up. Pray that I can froggy this out? Kind of. That's fine. But yeah, so if you've been a fan of the Crash Team Racing speedrun for a long time, you may be aware that Dingo wasn't always the optimal character. At one point, Coco was. And the reason why we don't use Coco anymore is because levels like this that used to be thought to be faster with Coco because of how awkward it was to navigate with Dingo and Tiny's turn stat have since been given strats, with Dingo and Tiny that make it faster. However, like I said, and as you've kind of seen, this track can definitely get out of hand if you hit 1 or 2 walls, which is very, very easy to do. A better lap 2 with still a pretty rough start, but let's see if we can take this inside line on the Spider. Unlucky. Just barely too far to the left. That's okay. Pretty rough Cortex Castle so far, but nothing we can't recover from. And again, I mean, with Hub 3 going so well, I've got no complaints here. Get back up to 10-1, but just in case we do get a boost item. Could do with a stronger boost item, why not? Gonna try and keep reserves through this section. Got a shield item, not particularly useful. Just gonna try and have a cleaner lap 3 than we've been having. See what we can do. Not gonna go for this left turbo pad this time. I think my reserves are in a good enough place to see me out for this level. Although I will say, there's a tradition in marathon runs. Gotta do a 360. Yeah! Simply had to be done. My favorite strats are the ones that lose time. Anyways, See if we can get the pause here before Hot Air Skyway. Unlucky. Alright, so this level, I said there's like kind of the big four for this run. I would say Papu's Pyramid, Tiny Arena, Polar Pass, and Hot Air Skyway are the 4 hardest tracks in this run. You get to play Hot Air Skyway twice because it is the boss fight level of this hub world against Pinstripe. Again, this track has 9 shortcuts similarly to Blizzard Bluff we will be performing. This used to be called, I mean, before Hub 3 got ridiculous with Tiny Arena Skip and going for boomerangs and all that, this used to be called the Gauntlet because Hot Air Skyway followed by Oxide Station, then followed by Hot Air Skyway, and the final boss is Oxide, and you race them on Oxide Station. You get to do, and I should say Oxide Station is probably the 5th hardest level in this run, you get to do formerly what used to be like the 2 hardest levels in the run back to back, which is insane. Sadly failed that one there. Hairpin, which is the shortcut I just failed, is easily the hardest shortcut of this level, and it requires a very, very precise input, very, very precise jump input to make it over the abnormally large invisible wall that blocks you from jumping over that. In Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel, the remake for this game, that shortcut is incredibly easy and very much intended. In this game, it is straight up not intended at all. So we'll see if we can hit it at least once. And if we hit it at least once, we're going to be able to hit every single shortcut in this game at least once in this run, which is really, really cool. See if we can do it. Nice. There you go. So as long as I'm not a buffoon in Oxide Station, we have hit every shortcut in this game at least once. 37 lap is ridiculous. I should explain, by the way, the reason why I have to drive all the way up to here and then turn around to do this shortcut is because of the the same reason why I have to touch the ground on Papu's Pyramid to be able to drop down next to the line. It's because in layman's terms, this game's checkpoint system works where instead of having like a billion different, or rather instead of having like 1 or 2 key checkpoints like a game like Mario Kart Wii, for instance, this game has a billion checkpoints where, let's go for this hairpin. Nice. Where you will have, you know, let's say you'll advance the character 1 pixel and 10 seconds down the line, 1 pixel will be drivable. So you can't skip more than 25% of any given level in 1 jump in this game. So you've got to drive a certain way up the track to make sure that the place that you're skipping to is within that 25% threshold. So there, I just drive up to the top of a spiral, turn around, and do the skip. This is another great example of that mechanic where I need to, at the very, very start of this level, to do the first shortcut, I need to first drop down to the bottom of this spiral, then drive up in the face of the AI. That was very scary. And now I can do the big shortcut because I've loaded the track where I jump to here and then jump to here. And that skips the entire space section. That was really, really good. Yeah, and with that, we've done every skip in this game at least once. Surely a mask. Okay. The position tracker glitched out and put me in 3rd momentarily. It can do that sometimes. The PS1 was not built for this, bruh. And sometimes the position tracker will just get very, very confused in this level. And sometimes put you in 3rd. Especially on lap 1 when you're all on the same lap. It's easy to happen. Nice little drop down there. The further I land back there, because of the rule that I just stated about the 25%, of the track being loaded in. The further I land back, the more of this track is loaded in, which makes it easier for me to perform the next shortcut. So landing backwards further makes it easier. I am lapping the AI here. Usually you don't get trolled by the AI being in the way of the shortcut too much. We'll see what we can do though. Tiny's going to be overtaken, fortunately. I'm keeping an eye on Crash on the minimap here. He should be in front of me. He's going to hit that turbo pad. Yeah, we're fine. Go for this. Drop down nice and early. That's really, really good. Avoid the AI driving in my face. And make this shortcut here. Really clean Oxide Station. Very nice. That's gone about as well as it could have outside of like a tiny bit of playing it safe on lap 2, but that's very, very nice. If we have any more donations during this next pinstripe cutscene, do take it away, Chloe.
If we have any donations, you say? You'll never guess what's happening again. Anyways, we have $5 from Linda FF9 with the message, good luck with the runs, Hypno. Thanks to everyone at ESA for organising this event for a great cause. Keep it up, less than free. We also have $10 from Shark No Hip, which says, when's Muppets Race Mania? You know you want to submit it one day.
It's got to happen at this point, even though I'm nowhere near good enough at that game to do the community justice in any way.
Oh, you still got to.
Sure, man. Yeah. I'll disrespect the entire community by pulling up with my time that is 87 light years behind any kind of decent time. Yeah. That'll be fine. It's for charity. That'll be fine. All right, pinstripe. Again, hot air skyway, so again we'll be doing 9 shortcuts. Nice one. I'm failing that apparently. So pinstripe is probably, in terms of his items, he's probably the easiest boss to deal with in the run, simply because he shoots bombs at you, and bombs don't stay on the track in the same way that like Komodo Joe's Nitros do, and Papu's potions and Ripperoo's TNTs. I'd say Ripperoo's TNTs are probably easier to deal with, but pinstripe's bombs aren't too bad, as long as you have your wits about you on lap 3 as you get close to lapping him. 3 out of 4 hairpins so far is quite nice. Hit more hairpins than, wrong way turn skips so far, which is insane. Let's see if I can not be an idiot here and not try and cut off too much. Yeah, right, okay, apparently Pinstripe's talking smack about me being an idiot, sure. And he's laughing about it, cool. Awesome. That's actually a really, really good SG on that downhill there. See if we can get a good turnaround. I haven't even brought up the fact that the that rail shortcut there where I just jump over the little wall there is unbelievably easy. There, unlike Hairpin, which has like a massive invisible wall to get over, that wall there basically has like the smallest invisible wall ever. It does have an invisible wall, but it is not difficult to get over. To the point where I think anyone getting into this game, even before doing their first speedrun, could do it. I think most casual players can perform this skip here. That being said, I can't wait to get an awkward line and fail it. Nah, we're good. So one more lap here. Hopefully get a boost item. Yeah, right, indeed. Alright, let's go for 5 out of 6 hairpin. Nice! 3 out of 3 hairpin, that pinstripe. Alrighty. I should ask, by the way, are we pausing the timer while I set up CTTR? Or are we just vibing with it?
We can double check with Tech. So
sounds good.
Tech, that one goes to you.
Yes, indeed. Because we are, again, when I switch games after this Oxide race, I will be switching to Crash Tag Team Racing and then to Crash Nitro Kart. But in between CTTR and CNK, we will have a small intermission simply because I'm running this this Crash Racing Trifecta on 2 different consoles. So, yeah, we will see how that be. But Oxide, and then a quick game change to Crash Tag Team Racing, which is, I will say, Crash Nitro Kart, the last game we will be doing for this run, is very, very similar to Crash Team Racing in like the way the mechanics work and everything like that.
The voice is in our head.
Yeah, I just got the voice in my head. The voices won't stop, and they're telling me that we will pause the timer during the game swaps. So that's terrific. So, yeah. CNK is very, very similar to CTR in the way it works. The game in the middle of this run, you're going to take one look at it and go, wait, this is a racing game, you say? Because it doesn't look like one, but I assure you there is racing in it. And we will be performing some driving and some racing during that run. But that is coming up next after 2 more Oxide Station laps here. This has been a really, really good CTR run. This will most likely, barring a disaster, be a 49 with losing like, well, easily, I want to say like 50 seconds. No, probably closer to a minute in Tiziano. Luckily, we had the most incredible Hub 3 ever, and a pretty good Hub 4 outside of Cortex Castle as well, I might add. So, very, very nice. We had some great Oxide Stations here as well, as long as this last lap goes well. Potion RNG, they were kind of in the way, but nothing we can't handle. Drop down, deal with Oxide's Nitros, go a bit wide. That section is really, really scary if you're on world record pace or like PB pace and you have to deal with Oxide's potions and Nitros and stuff. Oh, that's unlucky. Oh my god! Not again. Not after last year, surely not. Oh my god. Man.
We are going again.
We're going again.
We just got a $600 donation from Stanley Safana with the message, I lost my voice, but can't wait for Papu Papu. Most importantly, absolute ceiling.
Let's go. All right, and not time, but 3, 2, 1, pause.
I do also want to point out for the Team Bandicoot fans that that went towards Team Bandicoot.
Oh, we're so back.
So Team Bandicoot are now so back.
Bidding war, pause. All right, so CTTR is next up. Cheeky little console reset. We don't need an intermission for this, fortunately. Ejecting the CTR disc. I can't believe I'm swapping games, like, live. I feel like I'm live streaming, but there's a crowd. This is weird.
Oh god, we actually have to look at you this time.
It's gross, isn't it? Instead of me just, like, shoving my nose in the camera, like what usually happens.
Yeah, we just see, like, your hair and a bit of that, and it's just like, no, we actually have to see you this time.
Yeah, so on my stream, I will obviously often change games. And all of my cables and stuff are directly... Actually, wait.
Hey, Sam, do you want to turn around?
I'm scared. What? What? Show that bottom right. show that bottom right, dude. Oh, hello. Okay, I'm going to very, very quickly get my memory card. Ho-ho. And not break everything. Wow. Dude, that's so awesome.
Everyone clap for AJ.
Let's go. Holy. This is funny because I feel like I feel like this is the weirdest marathon run of all time.
I've just
I'm
realized
just going through my stuff.
It says Hypnoshark instead of Hypnoshark.
Does it? That
It
makes sense.
actually does.
That makes sense. That's about right. Okay. Let's see here. Actually, you know what? Yeah, okay. It's A-okay. All right, let's go. Let's go. Dude, what is that? That's fire. I love that so much. That's terrific. Okay. Shoutouts to Bradley, by the way, for his memory card that he gave me for CTR. Do you want to catch?
I won't catch it.
Oh. No!
That was Bradley's fault.
We're...
I'm going to blame the light and I lost it.
Sure. That's valid.
Sure.
That's fair.
He's blaming the light for those who can't hear her.
I thought you played cricket, bro.
Exactly.
He shouts, I'm terrible. It's terrific. All right. So, I'm going to lose a slight bit of time for the CTTR run just because I don't have my memory card, but it's fine. Who cares? But to be fair, CTR run went so well that like I kind of don't particularly mind. All right. We are ready to go for Crash Tag Team Racing. You can unpause the timer in 3, 2, 1, go.
You absolute.
Sorry, Sultan Kebab was really good earlier. Anyways. Yeah, so this game is a racing game. You may not think it right now, and don't worry, CNK is after this, and it is a lot similar to CTR in terms of just how it looked. You're taking the... Chloe?
Oh my goodness.
Dude, it just keeps on keeping on. Oops.
Oh my goodness. We have $500 from Tristendo. which reads, well, I was going to behave myself, but we can't possibly let Team Bandicoot win. And of course they did put that towards Team Engine, putting them in the lead in the poll. So if you want your favorite team to win, do remember it can get very close. Someone can do that and get their favorite team to win. So put your donations towards that poll.
I think we have probably a good 35 minutes before this poll ends, and the intermission in between while we switch consoles to my Xbox and CNK. So
that is correct. You've got all of that time.
Alrighty, first skip of the run here. Drawbridge skip. This is the second hub world in the game, but we're actually going to try and clip through this drawbridge and grab the ledge. Unlucky. Should get it this time. Unlucky. Please. Please, game. Please, don't be unpatched. Please don't be unpatched. I'm begging you. You can also get this skip by... There we go. Hey. That was very weird. That's like the longest that's ever taken me. You can also do drawbridge skip by grabbing the side, which is technically faster because you're closest to the entrance of the level. But this is the second world of the game, and we're already here some like 2 minutes into the run. Gonna grab this Wumpa Whip here. So the main thing to talk about with this run is this is kind of a platformer racer hybrid. As you can see, I just unlocked a racetrack there by going up to the door. But a lot of this game and how you unlock the racetracks and stuff is on foot and more like traditional Crash platformer. I just grabbed a crystal with my broken spin hitbox. My spin hitbox is absolutely massive and we'll be abusing that throughout the game. I need 1,000 coins or more to buy crystals from these people here. And the second skip in the run. Let's see if we can skip this. There we go. Nice. So I've already beaten the second world. I've gotten the gem to unlock the third world already, but we hit to the main menu real quick. And from here, we are going to go to Fast Lap, Track, and the Beanstalk. So before this run, I was looking for a memory card, but honestly, we're way sub-estimate. I don't really mind. And to be fair, it'll make the run kind of cooler, I think, because I'm using a slightly slower car than optimal for this run now. This is the car that everyone who's played this game will recognize because it is the default car. However, you can use the PSP car, which is done by connecting a PSP to your PS2 or just having a PSP save file on your PS2 memory card, which is what pretty much everyone does. And you can download that from the speedrun.com resources tab on CTTR. But basically, that unlocks a faster car, and we use that for speedruns. It's not that much faster. It's just going to make certain very, very tight fast laps even tighter, because I'm at a disadvantage with this car. But hey, it'll be fun, right? It'll be enjoyable, surely. I see you.
You see me?
Chloe's currently holding up a card saying Sam ... which implies I think she wants to talk. Chat, do I let her talk?
Yes, you do. We have $10 from Jack, which says, wow, baby. It's great to see the Tiger Woods of Crash racing games at ESA.
Not sure if that's a good thing.
Best of luck, Hypno. Less than free. That did go towards Engine for the poll. And we have $30 from Kazad, which says, I saw yours in, I don't know, Maniac Sunday Race. Crash Bash 201%. When?
With a guy who's never played Crash Bash 4?
Yeah?
Jacob?
Yeah?
Oh, man.
Just carry him, man. Crash Bash. Easy game. Definitely doesn't just say don't on the guide.
No.
Never do that.
Of course not.
Of course not.
Of course. No. I'll go back up to the hotel room and talk to Jacob or IDK_maniac about Bash, and he'll probably kill me, but that's neither here nor there.
He's already ill, man. You don't want to kill him further.
Yeah, no, it's a valid point. Alright, so Crashinator here. Gotta destroy all the obstacles. I say all. Not actually all. You just need enough to get the gold trophy in the top left. So I'm going to get 33. 32 gets you the gold. And then any more than that gets you the new record, which gives you an extra 250 coins there. Coin routing is a massive part of this speedrun. Basically, I've done those car challenges there, those racing challenges to get 2 crystals. Obviously, crystals are the thing that advance the game forward. You haven't seen that yet because I've skipped into this world and then skipped to getting the gem, but you will in the coming worlds. So I have 4 crystals right now, about to get way more. But the coin routing is really why I've done those levels there, because I need the coins right now. I need the 600 coins from the fast lap and the 600 coins from the crashinator so that I have 2,000 coins by the time I'm done with this world. There is a Wumper Whip up here that I'm trying to get with my spin hitbox. I got it. You can tell by the top right. Wumper Whip is everything in this game. Well, here you go. Wumper Whip is everything in this game, and I'll explain why after I get out of this world. There is one more skip hit. Tower jump. Unfortunate. If you jump too late, you'll not get your ability to double jump. That was perfect. There we go. Then buy this one, and I have 247 coins, and ideally you have 250 coins leaving that world. That is perfect. So I needed to do Track and the Beanstalk, Crashinator, and Fast Lap there, not only for the crystals, but for the coins, so I could buy those 2 items before leaving the world, so I don't have to come back. Here, after loading out, I'm going to talk to Nina and activate the Find Keys mission. This is the only mission, the only character mission I will be doing in this entire any percent run. And that is because Nina, unlike any other character, gives you a crystal for completing her challenge, and it is as simple as just grabbing a collectible, excuse me, in the overworld that is literally in your way. So it's a free crystal. So that is going to be in World 1. This is World 3. After this, we'll be going to World 1, routing. All right, so this world here has probably the greatest reminder that this is a racing game. Going to do a tech here. You just saw it with Nina. I call it walking while talking. Basically, what you can do is you hit triangle and then X as you're talking with someone. That's unlucky. And you can like jump away from them while talking to them. There we go. Second try is more than okay. But to explain Wumper Whip real quick, basically, what Wumper Whip is it speeds your running speed up, which is obviously fast. But then on top of that, you get 2 times coins, but you actually get 4 times coins because double the amount of coins drop from boxes. So it's incredibly broken. By the way, this is a racing game. Anyways, so I've got to protect the submarine from dying. Yes, this does give a crystal, and yes, this is fast. I basically just want to get to the gold trophy here, which is 5,000 points. And then I'm going to let this submarine die. He's going to explode. So I've got to keep an eye out here. I saw that one disappear, so it's going to be coming up here. There it is. Okay, I'm already on 5,000, but it would be faster at this point to finish the wave. That was really fast. Wow. Let's see if we get good death RNG here. Let's see where they're spawning. Okay, so I'm going to purposely shoot that so it goes into him. Iframes. Yes. That's really good. That was really good. Nice. That made up for failing the jump at the start of this world hit. Alright. Gonna do this clean movement. Hopefully clean, he says, while failing it. Alright, there we go. Important to unlock fossil fuel injection. Very important to unlock fossil fuel injection. Very important to activate that glacier. That glacier takes about 30 seconds to reveal a path as a crystal. Hit that, so the elephant knocks down the path forward there as well. Gonna wait here. There is a thing called Wumper Whip glitch. My Wumper Whip just worn off. And if I get another Wumper Whip as one vanishes, I get the Wumper Whip, but it doesn't give me the effects of the Wumper Whip, which is borderline run killing for this this coin routing here. This coin routing is relatively tight, so I just had to watch that there. I think if this wasn't a marathon run, I would have gone for that, but did not want to risk just like borderline killing the run or having to do some insane backup just because of greed. So gonna go up here. This is a thing called Crash Cube's Warp. I can activate the diorama here without touching the ground. Ah, it's unlucky. If I activate a little cutscene there, while belly flopping in midair and not touching the ground, it'll respawn me here, so I don't have to do this movement back. Saves about 6 seconds, but that's more than okay. Alright, going up to unlock this. Go up here. This is an example of how broken the spin hitbox is. There's a crystal up there. And I just grabbed it. You're supposed to platform to that ledge, doing like a puzzle, but you can literally just grab it from underneath by just double jumping and spinning. Nice cow. Anyways, I'm not going to explain that. It's fine. So now I've unlocked World 4, but that's not where we will be going immediately, because there are some very, very cheap, easy crystals to get in World 1, excuse me. So we will be going there first. See if we can get as many coins as possible here. We did collect Crunch's Pinky Bear just before... oh, nice one. Just before going up to Below the Briny, which is that mini-game I just played. I'd like to leave here with like 600 coins, ideally. It's probably overcoined. You can probably get away with just 500, but better be safe than sorry. Yeah, that's a nice amount. Walking While Talking Crunch, and that is the third world. Nice animation. Nice animation. So that's the animation that Crash does when he's like giving a thumbs up to Crunch, I think, to, you know, be cool. But obviously I'm just sliding out of the world because I'm doing the Walking While Talking. So that was fun. All right. So instead of taking a left and going to Toontown, which is the fourth world, we're actually going to go to the first world in the game here, which is over this way, Mystery Island. This is where the game intends you to go. That's why there's arrows on the floor pointing to where to go, because the game is holding your hand at the start of the game, but we just kind of ignored that and went off the beaten path. The first world of this game, actually, has a shocking amount of RNG and tricks. There's one pretty much immediately called a corner boost. Basically, what I can do is double jump and go up against a ledge. Another abuse of the spin hitbox there. Go up against a ledge, like I'm about to do now, and it will kind of bump me up a little bit. Nice, first try. So you're not supposed to be able to grab that from there. And yet we are able to just about grab it because of the unflat surface that is there. Again, I'm going... Whoa, nice camera. Okay, that's absolutely fine, because we're actually going to die and see that cutscene anyway, as you will see. We're supposed to go across here, not touch this ground so it doesn't respawn us, grab the crystal, die. So we were going to see that anyway, and then spawn back here. So that's fine. Minimal time loss. Get to this platform here. Walking While Talking on this very thin bridge. Nice. Go back and back out, because as you have just seen throughout the last like 5 minutes or so, I've unlocked a fair few driving levels, and to make the coin routing work to be able to buy everything that we want to buy, we're about to do a bunch of driving and racing challenges back to back here. So this is by far the most RNG that is in the run for Crash Tag Team Racing. The battle arenas give 2 crystals, which is broken, because most racing challenges only give 1. But this is broken. Chloe's giving me a death stare. Soon. Don't worry. Soon. It's okay. It's okay. Let me get out of the RNG. It's fine.
It's over 20.
It's a what? 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 How has this happened? Okay.
Do you want to know how this has happened?
Sure, man.
You.
Okay. I'll go through the RNG, and then I promise I'll let you talk. Maybe. Anyways.
Hey.
So I'm sat camping this rocket launcher power-up, and I'm hoping Oh, this is awful RNG. Okay, Cortex getting that shot off was really, really nice. I just lost the rocket launcher and Nina. Okay, they're just shoving each other. That's cool. I think that may have just inadvertently saved me. The idea is to get 10 kills here before anyone else. This is unbelievably slow. You would like to be... What are Engine and Von Clutch doing in the corner over there? Okay, now they're out. Okay, that was cool. Anyways. Cortex did not have his shooting boots on today. What is he doing? Can you hit someone, mate? Thank you. This is awful RNG, sadly. Okay, one more, please. Please? Thank you. Okay. Hopefully the second Battle Arena goes slightly better than that, Extinction Party. And then we have two fast laps, which is basically just time trials, which is more chill. Which, you know, I imagine... we want Team 1 for this. I imagine Chloe is thinking, thank God, that there's some downtime after this next level.
Very slightly.
Yeah, my bad. All right.
You're not sorry. And you know you're not.
Anyways, Extinction Party is next. Dude, you wanting to read donos and me just farting on the loading screen? I'm locked in, dude.
Great stream content right there.
I'm locked in.
You know what the people want.
Sure, man. Alright, so... we get the middle power-up here again. And ideally, this time, Cortex is actually a legend and not a complete buffoon. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the middle power-up got stolen, so there's a backup here. There is a rocket launcher over here, similar to Jungle Rumble, which was the first Battle Arena. We're going to go over here. Cortex is having a mare. He's having a Western super mare. This is awful. Alright, can you please spawn? Thank you. Okay, we get this power-up back, which does make kills quicker. Please come here. Thank you. That's 7. That's 8. We need 2 more. Sadly, there is just no way to route the battle arenas out of the run because they give 2 crystals, which I cannot stress enough how broken that is. 2 crystals and a bunch of, there we go. And a bunch of coins as well. So, very, very important for the route. Well, on that note, Chloe, would you like to read some donations?
I would very, very much. Thank you. We have $5 from MilfZoo, which says, hello, Sam. Hello, crew. Hello, audience. And especially a lovely hello to all you wigglers in chat. Now, this is obviously referencing CTR, but Sam, 47XX, so I don't believe you even tried.
Sure, man.
I can confirm. He did not try.
Unfortunate.
It is what it is. We also have a $50 donation from Tristendo, which did come before the big one from Tristendo, but it got buried because of a certain someone, which says, amazing run, my goats. Also, save the animals. And of course, that was put towards Save the Animals for the Super Metroid Fate of the Animals incentive. And keep putting your donations towards those incentives. We do also have the CNK poll open. And I'm just going to double check who is winning. Oh, Team Engine are currently ahead by about $300. But Team Bandicoot are on 763. So make sure you're putting those towards your favorite teams.
Dude, Team Bandicoot being on that much and losing is insane. That's crazy. Hey, man, we got like what? I want to say 15 more... probably, yeah. 15 more minutes of CTTR and an intermission after this. So we are closing in on that being... that poll being over. So please do get your donations in. Thank you, thank you. You guys are... insane. Absolutely insane. If you do have any more donations, do feel free to read some more whilst I do this last fast lap here.
That sounds good to me. I found this one funny. We've got $3 from Nilson Alex 92, which says, Sam, will Southampton win tonight?
No.
Asking for a friend.
No. I don't even know who we're playing, but no.
Unlucky. We do also have $10 from Bradley_Gam1ing.
My goat.
Which says, hey Sam, good luck on the run. Channel the energy of the GOAT DJ Campbell in these 2 racing games, and also CTTR.
Bro, the moment I said, or the moment you said, channel the energy of, I knew it was going to be some niche footballer from the 2000s, and I was just braced DJ Campbell. Damn.
Absolute bull knowledge right there.
Blackpool Heritage? Uh-huh.
Oh, God.
Oh, dear. Oof. Dear Lord. Of all the players. All right. 52 laps, absolutely fine there. So an example of the PSP car, which I don't have for this run, but an example of the PSP car being absolutely broken is that usually there I'll get like a 50 or a 49 lap, but 52 with this car is absolutely fine. It will make the next Hub Worlds racing challenges that little bit harder, but we'll see how it goes. All right. Gonna buy this crystal here with my newfound riches. I now have so many coins, it's crazy. Gonna make this cycle just. That platform was disappearing that I landed on. Oh, I agree. And then 1,200 coins for the next world. Double fast bonk on Cortex. Do a skip here. Very good. Get Nina's keys. That was literally perfect. That could not have gone better. Very nice. That hub world is very, very just full of tricks considering you're not in there long. So that's nice. I will say, though, the final two worlds of this run are by far the shortest because we already have near enough all the crystals we need. We have 16 crystals right now. The final bounce pad costs 20. Where is bro going? You go this way, sir. Nice. Just jumped off his head. Don't worry about it. Crash kills a pedestrian. It's fine. But the last bounce pad is 20 crystals, and the one that I'm coming up to is, I believe, 15. So I only need a few more crystals at this point. We've collected the majority. Once again, this is a racing game. I got nothing. They decided to put this in their racing game. I don't know.
Racing game could have fooled me.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, when you see this, don't you just think, like, racing? You know? Like, if you want high-octane racing, too bad. Shut up. Anyways.
Yeah, man. Formula 1 could never.
No. No, Max Verstappening never did this. Like, he never shot a duck. Don't recall him doing that. All right. So you get 30,000 and then you lose, because that's all you need for the crystal. Nice little corner boost there, like the one in Mystery Island. Open this up with the gem we got in Tyrannosaurus Rex. And in we go.
You're too slow!
Not again, surely not. Chloe?
Oh, my goodness me.
Bro.
We have $300 from Esoteric Engineer once again with the message Bandicoot Power.
Let's go.
And that, of course, went to Team Bandicoot in the CNK team choice. They pet the dog, which is honestly the most important thing. And that does put Team Bandicoot $10 ahead of Team Engine. Team Bandicoot on $1,063. Dude. Team Engine on $1,053. So, put those towards your favorite teams, guys.
You guys.
Oh my god.
You guys are ridiculous, man. Best community in the world. What the hell? Is that another one? That was another one. And another one.
Help.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I will quickly explain before I throw it back over. This is a cycle-based world. I got first try, second try corner boost there at the start. So I just missed God Cycles, because God Cycle, which saves 7 seconds, requires you to do first try corner boosts. So yeah, I have to kind of wait here a little bit as well. And I have to wait a little bit here as well. So sadly lost a little bit, but that is like a very, very standard Toontown. That was very, very nice. I'll take that for a marathon run any day of the week. We are going to back out here for the second to last time and do Dead Heat Crashinator. I would do Dead Heat Fast Lap, but with this car, it is ridiculously difficult. The donations are flying in. I see a donation from Adam Lalana.
Oh my goodness. We have another $500 from Tristendo again, which says, nope, no Coco. But something tragic has happened. They have not put that towards the ball.
What? What? Oh, come on. You got to give him that. Oh,
Hello.
come on.
So I'm just going to quickly go and ask if they can put that to, change that, because I cannot do that on my end.
Nah, that's only fair, that.
Yeah, I will try and get that put towards the correct team, because Trisendo, I'm assuming that was supposed to go to Team Engine.
Come on.
But
Mate.
thank you so much. That has put us $13,398. Oh my goodness.
We're popping off this run, man. I just realized, may have just lost this racing challenge because I just wasn't paying attention. I think we're fine, though.
We have a whoops in chat for Tristendo, so I think I'm right.
All right, coin routing no longer matters, so I don't break the record there. I just get 55. That was fortunate. I honestly thought I missed way too many. So we are good. Okay, so back out here. Very good, very good. And then go for the final world of the run. And then we have a small intermission whilst we set up Crash Nitro Kart. Okay. I actually did need the coins. Luckily, we're so close to it. Doesn't matter. I can just collect some extra coins here. It's not a big deal. Just need 1,000. That was silly. I don't think I've ever done that before. I don't think I've ever been short on coins for this guy. There we go. Probably just lost like 10 seconds for no reason. It's fine. All right, we're good. So now we have 10 crystals going into the final world, and we will get exactly 10 crystals in the final world. One of the tricks is it was literally Taz only, and I'm on a slower car than I'd usually be on. So this is going to be ridiculously hard, but if I get it, especially first try, it's like so sick. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, let's ride. This is, again, as I said, a very, very short hub world compared to the hub worlds we will be doing in like earlier in the run, rather. As I say, this is the final one. So, going to immediately start by jumping to my left here, getting a Wumper Whip, and extending the spin hitbox to get 2 crystals. One of them is incredibly obvious, and it makes it so obvious that the spin hitbox is absolutely busted. Give me that, sir. Thank you. So that's one. Grab it with the spin hitbox there. And this is the other one. Literally grab it through the roof. The spin is just insane. Walking while talking that guy. Grab the final overworld crystal. Unlock Rings of Uranus. And go up here. I'm genuinely not sure if this is PG friendly. But some lore about this game.
That's always concerning to hear.
It's a dangerous start. I'll just say, well, it's a fact of life. And I'll just say it verbatim. You know, I'll just say it. And you can make of it what you want. Rings of Uranus is the final track in this run, and there is a level in this final hub world that the game designers in the coding of this game were going to call Grinding Uranus. They were going to call it that with a straight face, and then they were going to set the age rating as 3+ with a straight face. I got nothing. Look.
What is this Ratchet and Clank title?
Dude, honestly, bro. It's the most Ratchet and Clank title.
This is the voice of John Safety. That joke is approved.
Okay, thank you. Thank
you, John Safety. Clap for John Safety, everyone.
John Safety, you know, without him, where would we be, you know? Truly. John Safety, the GOAT. I like how he just has, like, this booming voice down from the gods. We can't see him, but he's there. Following us at every move. It's like the ghost of Obi-Wan following Luke. It's like, he's there always. All right. I agree, Crash. So, this is actually the longest loading screen in the game, and the first time you will see, and the only time you will see, this exact racing challenge here. I wouldn't call it a race, it's a racing challenge. Basically, I have to explode 9 of the AI races before completing a lap. The reason why we do this track a lot is, as you can see, it's really short. Like, the entire gimmick of this is it's just Baby Park. We just need to kill 9 and exactly 9. No more than 9, because we don't want the record. This is actually kind of close, but we're good. There we go. There is one more challenge that you guys haven't seen yet, and it's the run and gun, which is just like this, except for instead of killing AI, we're killing targets. I see you.
You've gotten both of us on it now.
Sure, man, as another one flies in. Whilst we do the run and gun, it is actually perfect timing, because the run and gun is literally just shooting targets. So before we do the like near Taz thing, do take it away.
Yep, sounds good to me. We have $10 from Vinita, which says, the only thing more impressive than Sam's CTR gameplay is Chloe managing to get a word in edgeways. Great entertainment, guys. Let's go. He must be laughing because they are now coming in faster than I can read them. We have a $25 donation from Lopsa, which says, whoa, which went to the Save the Animals Fate for Super Metroid. And we have $10 from Dingo Dial, which says, go, baby, go!
Wow, baby!
Wow, baby! That did go towards Team Bandicoot for CNK. And I am going to update you. You're making me do maths, because I am going to add Tristendo's donation onto Team Engine, but I can't do it in the system. So we're doing it manually. Team Engine are on $1,558 and Team Bandicoot are on $1,063.
Jeez, man. All right, just in time for this. So this, I have to get round an entire lap in 16 seconds in a slower car. This would already be ridiculously hard with the PSP car, but I'm not even using that. Get a brake boost. Let's see what we can do. No way I first try this. No shot. Oh! Okay, literally one frame off. Like, literally one frame off. Very, very unlucky. That would have been really, really cool. So I need +10, +20 at the start here. By the way, that would have absolutely gotten it in the PSP car, no doubt about it. But that's okay. We'll just get it here, surely. Maybe... Dude, okay, it's very, very close. Again, that also would have gotten it in the PSP car. So this is why this is unbelievably challenging. Let's see if we can get a +30 here. Stop it, +10. That could work. It's bounced me a bit wide, but it could work. Yes, come on. And we made that by 1 frame. So we failed it by 1 frame and made it by 1 frame. Let's go. So before we discovered PSP car was fast, you can see why that was like not safe for the route at all. Because it is just so tight. I mean, I literally made it by 1 frame. So that's insane. All right. The ending of the run is nigh. We will be going to an intermission soon. Again, thank you everyone for all the donations during this run. Absolutely ridiculous. I guess I'll quickly say, if you're not sticking around after the intermission for the Crash Nitro Kart portion, I hope you do stick around, but if you are not, thank you for checking out this run so far. If I may shamelessly plug myself, you can find me at twitch.tv/Hypnoshark. Shoutouts to the Crash racing community in general. And on that note, 3, 2, 1, pause the timer. Alrighty, so I do believe intermission time. Set up the Xbox, boot up Crash Nitro Kart. Have a day.
Let's get on with it. Let's not waste any more time. We will see you guys in a minute. Welcome back, everybody. We are back here in the final game of the Crash Racing Trifecta, here with Crash Nitro Kart. Now, I'm not going to let this guy talk for a minute because I have a lot of donations to go through, because a certain someone did not let me get a word in edgeways. So we have $10 from Estrava, which says, gotta show at least some love for Team Bandicoot. They did pet the dog with that, just saying. We got a $20 anonymous donation, which says, Coco confirmed, not cute and not valid. And they saved the frames in Super Metroid with that. We have got $5 from Jimbo, which says, Hey Sam, hit more walls and we might think you're playing Mario Kart Wii. Also, did someone say Velatro?
God damn it. Oh boy.
Oh goodness. And we have $10 from Rob the Fryman, which says, always amazing to help towards a wonderful cause. Also showing up for the CTR community and our undisputed champion Hypno, and also had to pet the dog. Of course, the dog needs to be pet.
Pet that dog.
Pet that dog. And we've got another $10 from Esoteric Engineer because they clearly have not had enough of donating. My goodness. Which says, quick round of Suika game after this.
Set up a Switch 2 as well.
Going. And they did, of course, pet the dog with that. I will now bring up the poll for the Team Bandicoot versus Team Engine, because whilst the poll does say Team Bandicoot has 1,108 versus Team Engine's 1,084, we are going to count Tristendo's donation towards Team Engine. So Hypno, you'll be playing with Team Engine.
Alrighty, again, thank you so much for all those donations. I mean, they're just utterly absurd. Mental. Alright, so I will be playing as Team Cortex, or I will be basically playing as Engine throughout the entirety of this run here. Because turning stat in this game, unlike in CTR, is the most important stat. I'll get into why as we go into the run. But here we go, get ready to unpause the timer. Now. And we are off. So, as I said, playing as Team Cortex here. This is the most Cortex gameplay you're going to see in this run. Me doing one drift and then going to Inferno Island. Because immediately, I'm swapping to Engine. And I will be playing as Engine throughout the rest of the run. I would usually pick Tiny for Tiny Temple, but I'll get on to why I'm not in about 5 minutes time. Well, actually not. 3 minutes time, probably. Inferno Island, the first level here. You've already seen the CTR portion of this trifecta. This is more like it from CTTR. Reserve management is everything here. There are no SGs in this game. There's no kind of downhill momentum abuse shenanigans going on. So this is just about keeping the boost tally going. Little shortcut here that you may think, actually, if you saw the CTR portion of this trifecta, that this shortcut here looks very similar to Crash Cove, and this track in general looks very similar to Crash Cove. A lot of inspiration, as you can clearly see, we're taken from CTR here. And you will see throughout the rest of the game. However, what sets this game apart from CTR is the flashiness of the skips and the amount of skips. You may think that CTR had a lot of skips with Tiny Arena and Polar Pass and Papu's Pyramid. You ain't seen nothing yet. So the second level in this run is also the boss race of this first hub world, and it has a massive skip in it. So before we get there, Chloe, if you have any more donations, now would be a great time, because I'm not going to stop yapping for the next 7 minutes after this. So.
Okay, thank you. We have $5 from Baron von Kurlach, which says, now the first run's done, Hypnoscam keeps lying as he calls this a racing game when it clearly isn't. You know this was supposed to be run in CTTR. You know you didn't give me any opportunity. This is your fault. Obviously didn't eat enough big breakfast. Oh no. And we have $20 from Boxic, which says, we love Crash Racing. And we have $5 from What a Twist, which, this, you'll like this. It says, when's Twerk?
How many games have I been asked to play now?
You've had Velatro, you've had Suika Game, you've had Twerk, you've had Muppets Race Mania. Hey, can someone donate for Nintendogs? Oh, and Bash.
Yeah, and Bash, of course.
So we've had 5. Make that 6. Had Nintendogs.
Alright, immediately out of bounds at the start of Jungle Boogie, and I failed it, that's fine. I can hit retry immediately and get another go at that. That was actually a really, really good out of bounds, but I kind of went too tight. So you want to go backwards at the start. That's unfortunate. And then immediately get out of bounds here is the idea. There we go. That's better. Don't fall off this time. And then... Yep, that's a lap. That's also a lap. That's not quite a lap because I didn't do it right, and that's a lap. Trust me, these skips get way more ridiculous than that. That is not even the shortest laps in the game, if I do skips right, so absolutely insane. But we will be seeing that track again on Jungle Boogie. Right, you guys aren't going to believe this, but usually for Tiny Temple, I would pick either Crunch or Tiny, depending on what team I'm playing. I'm going to play as Engine, because the reason why this game is so broken is basically thanks to two people, Mel and James Toasty. James Toasty is one of easily the two best runners for this game that exist. And he is the reason why this game got broken, along with Mel. And fun fact, 1 hour before this run started, he found a new skip. And I'm going to be going for it. For the first time in my life, I have never gone for this before. I've seen one video of it. It saves 25 seconds, and if you fail it, you lose about 4. So the risk reward is well in your favor. Here we go. This is new. I placed a TNT there on lap 1. I'm going to attempt to jump out of bounds. I don't know how this works. Let's find out.
If you hit this, I'm buying you Sultan.
Oh, okay. So basically the way that TNT... That's so funny, by the way. The way that TNTs work in this game is... or the way that a lot of the skips work, not Jungle Boogie, the one that I just did, but a lot of them in general, the way they work is checkpoints only update in this game if the game thinks you're on the ground. If the game thinks you're in midair, it will not update your checkpoint. But you can trick the game into thinking you're on the ground by drifting in the air or having a TNT on your head. And that's why that TNT there was important. Because what I was going to do was have the TNT, jump out of bounds, and then from there, the main aim was to, what's it called? Land in a very, very specific void area and get respawned right in front of the finish line and get the lap count. That was the grand plan. You'll hopefully see more examples of TNT abuse later in the run if I do it right. But yeah, that is the idea. Again, shout out to James Toasty. He's probably laughing at the fact I even attempted that. I thought it would be funny. And yeah, like I said, I mean, I only lost 4 seconds to go for, so hey, why not? We will be going into Jungle Boogie again as the next track coming up here. Which, again, hopefully can go better than last time where I sadly had to retry and like restart the race, basically. I agree. Alright, so I should say, by the way, the lore of this game, basically we get abducted, blah, blah, blah. We gotta win races to save Earth or something. I don't know, who cares? Race, innit? Alright, anyways, next race. We will attempt to get out of bounds against Terra's champion, Crunk. That's his name, Crunk. With a little bit of luck. Get out of bounds. Keep an eye on the mini-map when I'm doing the reversing back and forth thing. Because me going backwards on the... Whoa, that was a weird entry. Okay, it's fine. It worked. Me going backwards here, then getting spawned up is what I want. So there it didn't happen, so that's not a lap count. There it did happen. And that may have been too soon. Unlucky. So we just need to drive a little bit more forward. That'll work. And that's Hub 1 done. One of the two easily shortest hubs in the game. I see you. Sam, the number Sam. Sam, please. Sam, let me read. Chat, do we let him read? I mean, the next... Okay, I've got to warn you guys. Out of the next 8 tracks... This is one of 2 that doesn't have a skip, so get reading.
Understood. We have $10 from Never Around, which says, "Hey streamer, glad to see you learned how to let women talk."
John Safety.
John Safety, can you concur? Anyway, I was wondering.
This is the voice of John Safety. Let the women talk, Sam.
How many farts is this good for?
God damn it.
I know, right? We also have $10 from our bugs, which just says Hypno Love, and they pet the dog with that, which big Hypno Love. We've got $20 from Anonymous, which says fellow Helldivers, we have made it to Cyberstan. And we have $3 from Miyokujin, says, hey Sam, it's me, Miyokujin from Tekken 3. So glad to catch you live at ESA, and so sad we can't get any John trains. Good luck on the runs and have fun. Well, if you want to John train, everyone, you can do a dollar donation train of Johns. We will see those.
Why would you say that when you want to... Oh. Okay. Right.
Breathe, Sam, breathe.
It's fine.
Can I keep going?
You guys keep talking.
We've got $10 from Nialev, which says, thanks Hypno and thanks ESA for being there in such a stressful time. Clods, bully Hypno for me. I've got John Safety for that, man, and I am good. I'm good. But also this is helping. We have got $5 from Kiri, which says, I've actually had a productive week whilst you've been in Sweden. Can we set a goal for you to stay there?
No. Afraid not.
Oh, darn. It is what it is. We've got $10 from King Europe, which says, shame you had to miss the big match of the night.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Crawley Town versus Cambridge United.
Yes! Good in.
But it was all worth it for charity. And they are petting the dog with that.
Let's go, man. I think you have time for one more dono if you can.
One more. We got $3 from Adam Landler, who says, Southampton are going to win, bro. Come on, have some faith in us.
Does he still play for us? Bradley might know. I don't know. He may have retired. I don't know, man. All right. Baron Ruin skip time. So this is, like I said, Jungle Boogie is a very, very cool looking skip. But Baron Ruins is insane looking. I cannot stress enough how cool this is. Again, shout out to James and Mel for cracking this game wide open in 2024. This was one of 6 skips, that got released in the same day. And this is the craziest of the bunch. Let's see if we can do it. Unlucky. I'm going to keep going for this until I'm too far behind the AI, and then I'll obviously drive it normally. But I would love to do this. Oh, that's a good attempt. Come on! Bro, hitting that in a marathon is crazy. Okay, that's nuts. Dude, in literally every single run I did on my stream before ESA, I didn't hit that once. And I just hit it like second try. That's ridiculous. All right, so that was the like flashiest skip in the run. Well, there's a couple more I shouldn't spoil that are potentially more flashy. But this here is the least flashy, but also one of the most important. For some reason, they made this checkpoint, the checkpoints in deep sea driving, this track here, really, really badly. And so with perfect acceleration, you can get a lap count. This is infinitely harder than it looks. Luckily, you get so many attempts at it. Like, so many quick attempts. I'm basically doing an attempt at this skip every, like, second and a half. Because of that, it's, like, doable in runs. Nice. One more of those and I'm over the moon. Anything sub-minute for a marathon here is lovely. Because this can really, really troll you and take, like, forever. Or it can take, like, 10 seconds. So, it's very, very important for PB attempts and stuff. That could work. Nice. Yeah, anything sub-minute there is lovely. This was the only level, realistically, but, like, low-key. So, usually when I do runs of this game, I play as Team Bandicoot, but obviously Team Engine won the incentive, and for some reason, sometimes with this skip, I don't know if it's placebo, but I feel like Engine gives me like different lines that work for laps compared to Coco. It's probably all in my head because, again, no one knows why the skip works, how it works. They just know how to get it to work. And it's basically, you want to go with a certain line. There are billions of lines and billions of acceleration points that don't work, but there's a couple that do. And I found one of them pretty immediately there, which is fantastic. Oh my goodness, this is so good. I mean, we'll see if we can get a good last lap as well. It's a big ask, but yeah, okay, so I've kind of lost the rhythm. So this might be hard. Yeah, I've kind of lost the rhythm. That's a shame. Because the idea of this skip is that you do it on lap 1, and then you try your best to emulate what you did on lap 1 and lap 2 and 3. So the reason why... Nice. There we go. That's good. The reason why lap 2 was so good is because I was able to perfectly emulate what I did on lap 1. Lap 3, I kind of lost the rhythm, but got it back in time to have a really, really good set of deep sea drivings. I mean, 2 sub-minutes is really cool, so I'll take that. Okay, out of time, arguably the most broken level in the entire game. This level has so many skips, and the majority of them are really, really difficult. There's a trick here called B-side, which again, in like the runs I did to prep for this run, I think I went like 1 for 11 on hitting this skip. I do find the skip very, very difficult. So we'll see what we can do here. But basically we're going to jump behind a fence that we're not supposed to be able to, drift at a certain point, and similarly to Barren Ruins, we can get lap counts and like manipulate checkpoints as long as we're in a drift, because the game thinks we are still on the floor. So hopefully... Okay, I got out of bounds at least. That's the easy part, but we still got to do it. Okay, that's unlucky. So sadly, we didn't get a drift there because we are on off-road and we're driving uphill. So sometimes you don't get a drift. So sadly, this will be a fail. But we can do the backup. And this, before B-side was found, used to be the main skip in this level. Basically, what you do is you make sure your reserves are somewhat reasonable. You can jump here, get the lap count by clipping the side of the mountain and fall out of bounds. And look at the mini-map. Look how far forward this is going to spawn us right now. It's going to skip us all the way to the clock, and it saves a lot of time. That skip is unbelievably easy compared to B-side, but is unbelievably hard. But B-side saves a lot of time because instead of spawning you at the clock, it spawns you here, which is unbelievable. Oof, okay. Just got out of bounds. Like, just. Let's see if we can go for it again. Okay, got the drift this time. Oh, no way. Okay, that's really unlucky. That is literally the worst possible fail. Because I got told I was going the wrong way. So when you're told you're going the wrong way, you can't get a lap count. And then on top of that, I got spawned at the start line, which is fine as long as you get the lap count. But I literally basically just restarted the lap. That was a massive time loss, probably about 30 seconds or so. But considering how well deep sea driving went and considering I got Barren Ruins, I'm just going to play this safe and make sure I win the race by doing the safe and old strat, which is what I would usually do anyway. But I do want to hit B-side in the marathon run. That would be cool. It is ridiculously hard. I just got another clock, and now I'm in first. Let's hit everyone. So, actually, I hit everyone except my teammate. It's quite funny, but Crash Team Racing, a game with team in the title, has no team aspect whatsoever. But Crash Nitro Kart has a team mechanic. You can see my teammate to the right is Tiny. And so whenever I use an item that hits everyone, unlucky, no turn skip there. But whenever I use an item like a clock or something that hits everyone, my teammate won't be affected. So as you can see, my teammate now has a massive lead on second. A funny thing about this game, if you place in second, but your teammate finishes in first, you still get the trophy. So you can technically do a run of this game where you never win a race and you only beat the bosses, which is kind of funny. But One day I should do that just for a laugh, but yeah. Get down, Mr. President. Just shoot everyone else and guide your teammate to first. This is the, when I mentioned earlier, out of the next 8 levels, 6 of them have a skip and 2 don't. This is the second one but doesn't. So Chloe, if you do wish to read some donos, now would be a good time.
Perfect. We have $20 from Saver Rider with the message, I think I know the perfect game for Hypnoshark. Keep talking and nobody explodes.
That's really good. God damn it.
On a serious note, please give our lovely donation host a chance. I know I'm taking the best I can get, buddy. Trust me. That was contributed to a new target that we have opened up, which is the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 1v1 Rust match target. So let's get that match, everybody. And we also have a $2 donation from John Dangerous, which says, it's me, the mortal enemy of John's safety.
Oh, God.
He's coming for us, guys. Don't worry. Everybody hide. And we finally have $5 from Definitely Not Kolach, which says, quick ETD hundo after this.
We good. We good.
Also, sorry for 4 different donos, one of which I have not even had the chance to get to, but at least this is money that won't go on meme gift subs.
Hey, man, look, the Scuffed one's coming up soon, right?
Well, we can talk about that later.
Yeah, boy.
Am I good to keep going?
For sure.
All right, we have $20 from Caspi, which says, because this was supposed to be read during CTTR, funnily enough. CTTR is as close to a racing game as it is to PGA Tour 2005.
It's honestly not wrong.
And we have $5 from Giri Kolach, which says it's Jova for Hypnoshark, as he fails to go supersonic racing and he won't let Chloe read donos. She can't speak.
I can't speak. Go on.
He's getting sacked in the morning. We have $10 from Mr. Rudo, which says loving the run and the cause for Team Coco.
Ouch. Ouch.
I'll let you speak after this one. We have got $6 from Cholia, which says AJ really wants Coco, so here's something to push Engine ahead whilst they figure out the Tristendo's dono. Fish?
Fish? Fish?
Apologies, Cholia. We already know that Engine won.
You got one more if you want.
All right, we have got $15 from Charles Nzogbia.
Great.
Which says the streets won't forget.
They'll never forget.
They'll never forget. Anyways, you can talk now.
Thanks. All right.
You're so welcome. Anyways, carrying on.
All right. Thunderstruck. This level, I tried the new Tiny Temple TNT skip and failed miserably earlier. Hopefully, I can try a TNT skip right here. Hopefully we are able to get a TNT skip from the first box so we can go for it twice. It's very, very rare, but it would be lovely. Unlucky. So we will only be going for this once if we pull a TNT. We'll see if we do. Okay, so we have one lap basically where we can just roll for items and try our best to get given what we want here. Unlike CTI, I don't actually know the odds for item luck in this game. It hasn't been like data mined the same way that CTR has this game, but the odds aren't in your favor just because of the amount of items you can get in first in this game. You can literally get an Aku or Uka mask in first place in this game. It's a 1% chance. We do know that, so this game's a bit ridiculous with that kind of thing. We might get really unlucky here and just never get a TNT, which would be super unfortunate. I'd love to show this trick off, but we'll see if we can. We have literally one more item box. Well, technically 2. Okay, nice. Alright, so we get to do an attempt at the very least. Okay. With the second to last box, we get a chance. I like how the game gave me 3 TNTs. It's like, oh, your shipment of TNTs, sir. It's a bit late, but, you know, could have done with that from the first box. That would have been nice. I should say the reason why I was given 3 TNTs and not 1 is because there's these X crates rather than just the regular question mark crates in this game, unlike in CTR. And the X crates will always give you 3 of whatever item it was going to hand out. So that box there was an X crate, and because of that, I was able to get 3 of whatever item it was, and that just so happened that that item had the TNTs in it for me. So, okay. What I'm going to attempt to do here is have the TNT on my head, so the game thinks I'm on the floor, meaning that it will update checkpoints. I'm going to fall to a very, very certain point, but first I need to jump over a very, very high invisible wall. This is not as easy as it looks. Let's do it. Oh, that's unlucky. So I got over the invisible wall, but because it took my reserves, I wasn't able to go to the place where it would respawn me. It would usually spawn me if I hit that trick. Wait, you know what? I have 3 TNTs. You know what? I should still win this race. That has never happened before.
He said the line!
Okay, I failed it. I failed it. I just fell through the floor. That's chill. Alright, so I failed it. That's fine. That's okay. I will still win this race as long as I'm not a blithering buffoon. And hey, if I fail it, more time for me to hit the skip, surely. I should win though. It should be fun. Especially if I get like a clock or something. Or a single missile in last. Okay. Insane item RNG. That's like the worst item ever. Cool. Okay. Maybe I will lose if this RNG keeps on. Jeez, man. Will I lose? I might. I might. In fairness, it's kind of funny if I do. Yeah, I do lose. Unless this is a clock. This item RNG is insanely bad. Okay, that's not going to do it, I don't think. Unlucky. It doesn't. Unless... hang on. Surely. No, we got this. Hey! Nice 1 minute 41 lap 3. Oh boy. Alrighty. So before we get into Norm, lap 1 is, well, the start of lap 1 is relatively chill, so I do think we have time for perhaps one dono here.
Okie dokie, we have $20 from Nyalef, which says, Team Engine for the win. Thanks to Hypno, Clods, and ESA for being there, making me cheer up during this trying time. Also, Clods, bully Hypno for me. Your wish is my command.
It's already happened, mate, I'll be honest.
Well, we've got room for a little bit more, haven't we? We also have $20 from Celius8, which says, another donation to the pile won't hurt, will it? Smiley face.
It won't.
They pet the dog with that, by the way.
Hell yeah, pet that dog. Alright. Let's see if we can hit a B-side this time. Would be nice. Would be pleasant. Let's see what we got here. Hit this skip. Keep reserves, make this out of bounds a little bit more doable. That's unlucky. You turned slightly too early there. To be fair, if you are going to fail B-side, that is the fastest way to fail it. So it's more than okay. This Hub 3 has been pretty rough, but fortunately for us, we had like an absolute banger Hub 2, which got Baron Ruin skip and 2 sub-minute deep sea drivings, which is insane and has bought me more than enough time. So we are okay. Do the easier version of the skip there. We'll go for B-side one final time. Hopefully we can get it. Would be nice. We got a close attempt where I got respawned at the line, but sadly it was like the worst way to fail it, even though it was a good attempt, but we'll see. All right, here we go. Okay, we got a drift. Unlucky. So we got wrong weight again. What I want there is I want the minimap to show me that I'm at the finish line, and then I will start turning right, and then it will respawn me back up where it just respawned me there, but with an extra lap. Because when I'm at the finish line, it will give me a lap count. And obviously the race would have just finished there instead of me having to do one extra lap. So B-side's a very, very difficult skip where you basically just have to navigate an invisible maze as you fall down and you can't see like where you're supposed to input. So there's very little visual cues. But yeah. All right, one last turn skip here. Very nice. That's really good. 3 out of 3 turn skip here is nice at least. And we're obviously going to hit this skip barring any issues. And that is hub 3. Alrighty. Chloe's just giving me the death stare. Actually, the next level doesn't have a crazy skip that I'm going to go for, so by all means.
That sounds good to me. We have $5 from Daniel Bacalado. Sorry if I mispronounced that.
Now you got it. You got it.
Which says, real CNK hours. Good luck, Hypnoshark, my friend.
Hell yeah.
We have $5 from, I wonder who this is, KixieXOX, which says, I'm sorry for this dono, Chloe. Can we still be friends?
They're hugging right now. The 2 donation readers are they're struggling. They're on the struggle bus, man.
But listen, there was a rift between us and it's now been fixed, so it's okay.
Sure.
It's okay. Anyway, we have $5 from Adam Lalana, which says, score some freaking goals, Sam.
Oh, boy.
Come on, England.
Come on, England.
And that did go towards choosing the Tory Hawk costume for Tory Saturn, which will be coming up later. And we have $10 from Milfsu, which says, petting the dog whilst my dog is watching next to me seems blatantly pretty unfaithful. Anyways, lunch. They, of course, did pet the dog with that. Am I good to keep going?
I think we got time for one more, yeah.
We have $2 from John Safety, which says, I challenge John Dangerous to a duel.
Oh.
And that was contributed towards the 1v1 Rust match for Modern Warfare 2. The voice of John Safety, can we get a confirmation on that? Will that big booming voice come down? We shall wait for it.
Absolutely not. He's having a duel, dude. He's busy.
That's true, that's true.
I'm going to be an idiot and go for a skip, but I've never hit once in a run, but it'd be funny. No, okay. So you can get out of bounds there and go underneath the level. But a lot of the skips that I've gone for and failed in this run, there are literally only... So Assembly Lane's a great example of this. There's literally only 2 runners that have ever hit that in a run. I believe I'm correct in saying that, and that is James and C__Fred, so shout outs to those guys. I do believe, actually, if we have time for one more donation, I do believe I saw that we had a donation from James and Mel, who are the people who destroyed this game and made it what it is today.
That is correct. We have $25 from Mel and James, which says, it's awesome seeing the chaos of CNK on full display. Good luck on the rest of your run, and much love from us both, less than free.
Alright, we are coming to a close on Assembly Lane here. Again, there's, like I said, nut skip. You go underneath the level, similar to Barren Ruin skip. And then you're able to, again, similarly to Out of Time, you're able to get a lap count, trick the mini-map by being in a drift, thinking the game's on the floor, and then from there, you get spawned at the finish line and get like a 12-second lap. Never hit it. It is a ridiculously hard skip, but hey, we ball, you know? You gotta go for it once. Alright, Android Alley, an infamously really, really hard level for glitches to be found on. This was one of the last tracks, but had a skip found for it. Every track in this game has at least a Taz-only skip of some kind, which is insane. And this track is one of them. It is not in the speedrun as of yet. So this track is relatively chill. It's a good track to talk about just the fundamental differences from CNK compared to CTR before we get on to the track after this, which does have a massive skip once again. But a big thing to take note of with reserve management in this game compared to CTR is CTR, you can basically store reserves not infinitely, but like pretty much. You can get reserves to a point where you wouldn't need to boost for 2 minutes and you'd still have them. Whereas in CNK, I could do like 999 full mini turbos, like where the bar goes all the way to the top, boost all the way, but there is a cap on how many reserves you can have. And so what that means is tracks like this, it's very well and good doing like as many boosts as possible to keep your reserves high, but you don't really need to do that many. It's more about cornering. And this track actually shows that off really, really well because, again, no unintended skips in this one, so it is just very, very fundamentally sound. I also haven't talked about the boss gimmicks. This is a boss track. Similarly to CTR, where the AI shoot items out behind them, that is also true. But the difference here is that the last 3 bosses also have like basically henchmen, lackeys, whatever you want to call them. And Norm has Big Norm, who is actually a playable character in Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, the remake of CTR. Geary, who is the boss of this world, has the two obstacles that are at the end of the track, which I'll point out this lap, actually aren't there in the boss because they help him and place items to try and trip you up. And then Velo also has 2 henchmen trying to place items and get in your way. They don't appear on the left side, like they don't appear as like in the race. They can't win the race for the boss, for instance, but they can disrupt your race. So these 2 guys right here, but I had to avoid barely. Those 2 guys will be henchmen for Geary and will help him try and win. Hopefully to no avail, though. That's a fine Android alley. I think I hit 1 wall, but that's okay. Before this next track, we do have time for 1 donation really, really quick before we do a big skip.
Okie dokie, and we have $10 from Tristendo with the message, I just realised I haven't pet the dog yet. And they, of course, pet the dog with that because, of course, Tristendo hasn't donated enough yet.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
I mean, he's not donated like $1 billion trillion or anything
Oh,
like
God,
that.
yeah, absolutely not.
It's not like the donations have hit like 2K during this run or anything like that. It's
But I do want to point out, actually, we are less than 200 away from 14K. So let's make that happen, guys.
Hell yeah, man. Big skip. You immediately drift off the first ramp, respawn here, and it takes you all the way to here. The minimap here is laughable because look at where they are and look at where I am. It makes no sense. You want to die here as well, and then reverse to die again, and this will also respawn you further up the track. That's nowhere near as big a skip. That saves like 1 second. The first one saves like 40. So we're going to go for it again here. Go too narrow, you get counted out of bounds. Go too wide, and you get counted out of bounds. So this is tighter than it looks. It's very, very important to be in a drift though, so the game thinks you're on the floor and updates the checkpoint, and then the moment that you see the minimap change and it does update the checkpoint, you let go of drift and it immediately kills you. So that is the idea there. I agree, engine, I agree. Gonna fall off 1 more time. Get spawned here. Lovely stuff. Didn't get roasted by Uka. Sometimes it's really funny because Uka or Aku will tell you you're out of bounds, and I'm like, yeah, I'm doing a skip, bro. Of course I'm out of bounds. That was actually a ridiculously good Electron Avenue. First try, second try, first try is really, really nice. I'll take that. And then 1 more. Drop down here. Reverse. Like that. Uka just roasting me for no reason. Even though I'm, you know, double lapping the AI at this point. They're still on lap 1 and I'm on lap 3. That's a really good Electron. Absolutely love that. Alright, so there is still 1 big skip left in the run on Hyper Spaceway, which is the final boss track. Geary is on Android Alley, which is the 1 track at world record level in this hub that doesn't have a skip. Electron Avenue and Assembly Lane has that one that I went for and failed, but this track is relatively chill. The only thing of note in this boss and the main thing that makes it different is that there is an X crate here and you want 3 boost items. That's unlucky, but I can potentially hit Geary. There we go. So that's actually really good. Like it looks like I'm just trolling him, like for no reason, but hitting Geary there is great because he can sometimes troll you with items on this section. He will no longer troll me with items because I got him out the way. So we are in the clear. This is basically just an Android Alley trophy race until lap 3, where we will be close enough to lapping him, but his items that he shoots backwards will be potentially in the way, so just got to look out for those. But we probably have a minute or so for some donations if Chloe would like to.
That sounds good to me. We have $5 from Pigmania, which says, "Yo, but is that Hypnoshark? Go kick Velo's booty for me, would ya? Hypno love." And that did go towards the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Rust match. And we have $3 from John Dangerous, which says, "Let our duel commence, John Safety." And we have another $2 from John Dangerous, which says, "Actually, nah, too risky."
Yeah, John Dangerous isn't about our life, dude.
Ah, not dangerous enough, clearly. We have $10 from Error SVK, which says, "Hypno, let the lady talk, please. Good luck to all runners." They pet the dog with that, and they saved the animals in Super Metroid with that donation. And we have $5 from John Safety, which says, "A wise choice, John Dangerous."
I like how in the lore now, John Safety is more dangerous than John Dangerous. That's good. That's good.
We do also have $1 from Leicester City Football Club.
$1? I mean, to be fair, they're going through some hard times. Oh, you are... Oh, that was...
Which just says, "I scored. Haha."
Is that who we're playing?
Yeah.
God damn it! No!
And we have had a $200 donation from Stanley Safana, and with that, we have reached $14,063.
Woo! Let's go, baby.
And they just said, "When's the Dingo run in CNK?" with that message.
Sadly, actually, I should bring this up whilst I avoid Geary's items that he places on the track here. Because you can literally only play Team Bandicoot and Team Cortex, sadly, Dingo Dial is not playable in Adventure Mode. But you can use him in all cups. You can use him in like arcade mode categories and stuff like that. But that's it. We beat Geary. There is one race left of this massive trifecta. I want to thank you all for watching the entire thing, even watching 5 minutes. Doesn't matter. If you did donate, thank you so much. If you were just here watching, we appreciate you as well. Thank you so much. And yeah, one more race to go. This is by far the longest track in the game. It's a very climactic level, and it is full of unintended skips once again. And yeah, so here we go. So we're going to try and get a TNT from these first 2 boxes. That is what we're going to try for. I'm going to go wide here. Try and be in first. Wasn't. I got a 2nd place box. Okay, I can use the bomb to snipe this box. Nice. Okay, I'm going to place the TNT there. And we're going to use that on lap 2 to do a skip that skips this section here. Hopefully, I'm also far enough ahead of Velo currently. The final boss of this game is called Emperor Velo. Hopefully, I'm far enough ahead of him to not get missiled. Yep, we're good. We are fine. That should be the last we see of him. There is an intended skip here. This boss, casually, is ridiculously difficult. If you're like barely winning the trophy races in this game as a casual, you're not first trying this at all. It basically requires you to hit that intended shortcut there, and without that intended shortcut, you're going to be really struggling, because he has 2 minions that drop items behind him, and you know, unlike other bosses that only drop items behind him, Velo shoots missiles at you, so you're not safe even if you're in front of him like you are with other bosses. So it's very, very difficult. But this is an excellent start. I have 2 TNTs here. We didn't hit Thunderstruck TNT skip. We didn't hit the new Tiny Temple skip, obviously. But hopefully, with a bit of luck, we can show off at least 1 TNT skip. Here we go. Sadly not, but we do get one more chance on lap 3, because I got another TNT, which is really, really nice. Hopefully we can get it. It would be nice to show off at least one TNT skip. To be fair, it looks very, very similar to the drifting tricks as well, I will say, where you kind of just drift and the game thinks you're on the floor, so it updates for checkpoint. Very much the same vibe. I'm going to use this boost item just to make sure my reserves are okay. There is an X crate coming up on the end section, and now that I have place for TNT, I have no more want for that item. So I'll hit the X crate and go for 3 boost items. This final X crate has 50% of the time given me boosts, 50% of the time given me 3 bombs, and for whatever reason, it once, I can't explain why, gave me 3 missiles. Okay. I've never seen it before or since give me 3 missiles, but one time it did it. That's unlucky RNG to get 3 bombs. You really, really want boost times there. We'll go for the TNT skip one more time. Hopefully we get a drift out this time. And we're able to get out of bounds effectively and hit the skip. Let's see if we can do it. So we do this unintended skip here where we fall off, get spawned further up the track. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get a drift this time. Nice! Boom. And hopefully... Yeah, there we go. Couldn't leave without getting 1 TNT skip, surely. Alright, very nice. So, I will save the spiel for the end. I have some things to say post-run, but Chloe, if you have time for 1 donation, now would be a good time.
1. We have $1 from AJLSX, which says, for some reason, some of the death planes hit too high on that lighter colored area. Some of it is fine to drive on, some isn't. Info from Toasty.
Ah, dude, Toasty's just got that knowledge on lock. It's crazy. Yeah, listen to Toasty. Don't listen to me. Toasty knows what he's doing.
Yeah, don't listen to you. We have $25 from Techers, which says, GL my goat lesson 3. They pet the dog with that and saved the animals.
Here we go. Time's coming up. Thank you everyone so much for everything. What a ridiculous run this has been. Sub 210. Time.
Can I just get the last donation in? We have $10 from Delty the Techie, which says, hi Clods, keeping you on duty. Don't slack off. Sam, keep speaking. Yeah, we know. We know. He been dead. He been dead.
I will keep speaking. Thank you.
And they did pet the dog with that and contribute that to the Modern Warfare 2 1v1 Rust match. So now, yes, you can in fact do your thing.
I just want to say a huge thank you to ESA for having me, for being just incredible. This has been just a wild, wild week. And it's not even remotely close to over. I still have a Mario Kart World run that I'll be doing on Stream 1 on Thursday as well. There's still so many incredible runs to come, obviously. Yeah, just thank you so much for having me. Again, if you are watching and you want to get involved with Crash Racing, speedrunning in general, there's Discords out there you can access through speedrun.com. I stream every day on twitch.tv/Hypnoshark, and the majority of the time I will be doing Crash Racing games. So there's always that as well. There's, you know, the scene is growing every single day. There's new Crash Team Racing mods out there that are getting made literally as we speak right now. You know, the scene is growing and growing and growing. Shout out to the Project Safi guys for making custom track leaderboards. Yes, there's custom tracks for CTR now. It's just an incredible, incredible time to be in the space. And frankly, that goes for ESA as well. It's an incredible time to be here. ESA is growing every day, and I'm glad to be a part of it. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Hypno, for that absolutely amazing trifecta of Crash Racing games. We are going to go to a quick intermission, and then you'll be hearing more from this guy. Oh, God.
Yeah, there's an interview. Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
I know. Everyone, cover your ears. Anyways, we'll see you all in a minute.